My name is Phil Zoshak, and I wrote a piece called The Tragedy of the Maiden and the Minstrel Knight, and I hope you like it. It was the summer of 2007, and I was in love with two things, actually. One was a game, World of Warcraft. I basically lived in Azeroth, certainly more than I did in the real world. And the other was my girlfriend. Now, as you probably guessed, she also played the game. Yep, a real, genuine, fake girlfriend. Of course, at the time, it didn't seem so fake. Though we never saw each other face to face, our avatars lived out real enough adventures and romance. Oddly enough, escaping into the game with her was the most alive I ever felt. As you can imagine, fully committing yourself to an online fantasy world leaves your real body lacking. My hair stretched all the way down to my back, and I recall my brother mocking me. "Your hair is so pretty." "Thanks, buddy." "Oh, no, Phil. I mean that you look like a girl." He wasn't totally wrong. I do often recall guys checking me out, only to recoil in horror once they discovered I was a dude. To match my beautiful, long, raven locks, I had a horrid neck beard. The only way I could possibly describe it would be to call it a goat beard. I was tall, skinny, awkward-looking nerd at my finest, and I didn't care, because I had my game, and I had my girl, and that's all I cared about. If you had nothing, yet someone was willing to look your way, even tell you how much you meant to them, that they loved you truly and deeply, and would say it all the time, what more could you want? Our relationship was surprisingly normal. If you consider sitting on your ass for 12 hours a day in front of a computer to log into a game world and talking to your online girlfriend normal. We even went on dates, if you count raiding dungeons, taking treasure, and killing foul beasts. Dates. We even had another online couple that played with us, and we had a date night with them. Well, when they broke up, she sent me a message. "Please tell me that won't be us, sad face emoticon." No, you're everything to me, super happy face emoticon. We talked to each other all the time, on the phone for hours, in game nearly all day, through texting, any way we could reach each other. We even had our own song, Maiden and the Minstrel Knight, by the power metal band Blind Guardian. I know, ladies, how romantic. We felt the song fit our story perfectly. It's a tale of two lovers separated. The song's main chorus says, "Will you still wait for me? Will you still cry for me? Come and take my hand." The song was perfect, except for one line. It was terrible, so we just skipped it, tried to ignore it, although the forbidden words left me troubled. Had I known that our love's doom were in those words, I wonder if I would have done something differently. We promised we would wait for each other until it was possible to be together. The opportunity was going to be in the upcoming month of August, and we couldn't wait. It was so exciting. We started to count down the days together, and each day we came closer to our fate. 60 days. She had sent me a text. "I love you. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to start our lives together." 40 days. Suddenly, she couldn't use her cell phone for calls. She told me she was out of minutes, and her texts came intermittently. I was oblivious to the signs. 20 days. She had to take a break from WoW for a little. She never said why, but she promised me she still loved me, and we still talked through emails and texts. She sent me a part of that song again. I thought the time was meant for hope. We are one, but torn apart. "For not much longer," I replied back. A few days later, she told me she was running out of text too, but not to worry. 14 days. I took a trip to Ohio to visit some of my other WoW friends. It was a lot of fun. And the best part? When I returned, she would be waiting for me at the airport, like we always dreamed it would be. She could no longer talk to me on the phone, but she said I could leave her voice messages, and so I did, day after day. 5 days left and no response from her. 4 days, silence. 3 days, silence. 2, I left 3 words after the beep. "I love you." Silence. Each voicemail I sent her was getting more and more desperate. I was groping blindly for anything that still told me she loved me. I needed it. I was nothing without it. A new song popped into my head for those last 5 agonizing days. The lyrics, "Joyful it seems, but then suddenly, her voice has ceased, it's gone away." Those lyrics would echo in my head throughout the entire day, over and over, like the mental and physical broken record I had become. The song was called Punishment Divine, and it was very fitting. On the day I was to head back to Florida, and the love of my life was to pick me up, I sent her a voicemail and then a text that said, "Big day, smiley face emoticon. I can't wait to see you, happy face emoticon." And then my phone rang. I couldn't believe it. I let the phone ring for a bit, stunned. It was her. "Hey, She cut me off. "Hey, I need to tell you something. I haven't been completely honest with you. I have a husband, and I'm pregnant. I'm really sorry." Click. The next events are a total blur in my mind. I remember my friend looking panicked and running out of the room. I heard a distant scream, a death shriek that was full of pain and terror, but I wasn't sure where that was coming from. I was on the ground, and I don't remember how I got there. Then to my own horror, I realized the screaming was my own. Later that night, still in shock, my friend tried to make me feel better by saying, "Hey man, you're gonna look back on this one day and laugh." Let me tell you, the Kentucky International Airport, probably the nicest place I ever had an emotional breakdown in. I was sitting with a sightless, numb stare out from my eyes when my phone beeped, a text message. "I still love you. I still want to be with you," it said. My mind screamed in rage and protest. Fuck you. Why would you say that? How can you still say that? But my thumbs? They were far too busy texting back. "Love you too, babe." My mind quieted, vanquished. I knew it was a lie. It was just a fantasy, like our entire relationship was. I then recalled the forbidden line to the song, the one we always used to pretend didn't exist. It made so much sense now. "But we will part in bitterness. One day, you'll understand." Thank you.